Well, welcome to our next video log from the World Appreciative Inquiry Conference 2012 in Belgium. And I have another person that I've had the opportunity and the pleasure of working with in the past year, and I'd like to have you introduce yourself.
Thank you, Kathy. My name is Gathumbi. I work at the Open Society Institute for Eastern Africa. The Open Society is an organization that works to promote and protect human rights, and particularly the work particularly I do there is to promote and protect human rights of people who are marginalized, people who are excluded, people who are left out of the mainstreams, either because of what they do. These would be ethnic minorities, sexual minorities, people who use drugs, sex workers, LGBTI communities, and all those people that society doesn't want to associate with. I work with those populations to ensure that they get included and they get their voices heard and they get to organize and articulate their issues and to make a difference in their lives for themselves.
Thank you, Anne. Can you maybe tell us why you wanted to come here to the World Appreciative Inquiry Conference?
I encountered Appreciative Inquiry about 2 years ago, and when I first heard about the concept and it was introduced to us as an organization, and we grappled with it, and until last year we got training from Kathy here and a woman called Ezel from South Africa, and it really resonated with the work that we do. It really resonated, particularly for me, with the groups that I work with, because it's about giving people hope. It's about helping people to see their strengths where they've been condemned and think that they have no strengths. It's about helping people to energize and to see the positive things that they're capable of doing in their lives. So for me, it really resonated with my work because I've been trying to do that every day, except that I didn't have a framework within which to then fall back to and say, this is my point of reference in this kind of work I do. So what AI did for me was to give me that point of reference, that it's a framework you can work with, whether in leadership, whether in inspiring change and in inspiring new energies or getting people to have hope and making a difference.
Oh, wonderful. Without saying any names or anything, do you have any stories of success or just some way that you've maybe helped someone or something that they've been able to do?
Yes, actually, after we got the training last year, then we needed, part of the things we do is to support these groups of people to organize, to have their own organizations, to run them themselves, to have the skills to be able to do that, because it's only them, when they speak in their own voices, that can actually be able to articulate what they know. It's only you through we don't know what's best for them. It's only by them getting together and articulating what is best for them that they can be able to move forward. So one of the groups that we've been working with is a group of drug users, particularly people who inject drugs on the coastal town of Mombasa in Kenya. We were going there with a consultant to help them do a reflection in terms of helping them look at where do they want to go as an organization and what do they want to do. And I told the consultant that I would want to use the AI methodology to see how it works in practice and to see what kind of responses we get. And we actually, she did her thing. She had her own questionnaire, she asked their questions. And then after that I said, I want to ask just about 3 questions from an AI point of view. And when I asked them about the high points and moments of high energy, they brightened up. And they had these very powerful and emotional stories about their life. And when I asked them about what they value most about their work, it became a very emotional moment. And at the end of it, they said, you know what, we've never been asked by anybody those questions.
Wow.
It is so important because we've never articulated it, we've never said it, and it gives us such a new lease of energy to continue doing more and to appreciate what we have. So, and it became like a wave, and they now started talking about it, and they started asking each other those questions, and I mean, people broke down, it was very, very emotional. And up to today, they call me, and when I go to visit them, they say, you know what, you gave us a new lease of life.
Oh,
You've
wonderful.
given us a new frame also to fall back to. You've made us realize that we shouldn't just focus on what is going wrong. We've been so focused on what is going wrong in the lives of drug users, trying to stop them, always telling them they're not doing good enough. But we now have a new way of actually having conversations with them that is empowering and actually makes them see that they are making steps towards recovery.
Wow.
So
that is wonderful.
So I was completely taken away, because I must say, initially when I heard about AI, I was skeptical. I was like, there's a lot of problems, we have to fix the problems. But just applying AI has taught me that we actually can organize from a strength-based framework as opposed to a deficit-based framework.
Wonderful. Can you tell us what countries that you're working with?
I work in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Sudan. So for now, those are the 4 countries I'm working in, and hopefully as the organization grows, then we get to expand our work.
Wonderful.
And it's wonderful. Exciting to be able to do AI.
Wonderful. So when you've been here for a few days to the conference, do you have any peak experience or any learning that you would like to share, or that you think other people might benefit from?
Yeah, I think for me the pre-conference was great. It sort of confirmed a lot of the original concepts. It validated a lot of my thoughts that I've been having about AI. And yesterday, during the opening of the remarks, it actually occurred to me that AI is a way of life. That AI is like a religion. Whatever religion people believe in, for me AI is a religion. It's a way of keeping me looking towards the possibilities that there are in the world, and keeping me energized, keeping me positive, keeping me on the straight and narrow, and it gives me hope. It makes me look at the future with hope and with possibilities.
Wonderful. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Now, if you're, at the end of the week, as you're, kind of looking towards what you might like to take back, is there anything that you're sort of hoping to be able to take back? Sometimes in the U.S. we call it a takeaway or something of that sort.
I've been grappling with how do we build a community of practice, particularly in our region, on AI, because as we all know, and as we've confirmed that we work in a world that's very problematized. We work from a deficit-based model, and so it's important that we build a community of practice, especially in the region that I work in East Africa, where we can also be able to share learnings and expand this philosophy and expand this approach. So what I'm grappling with is how we can actually be able to do that. And also, I'm also grappling with the resources that are available on AI, on how I can use it for monitoring and evaluation. So I would want to, those are the 2 issues that I want to go back with, things that I can actually work on practically to be able to take the AI work forward.
Wonderful. Well, I so appreciate, Anne, that you've taken the time to talk to me. Is there anything that you would like to share, or like other people to know, either about yourself or about the organization you work with, or about AI?
I'll just say that I'm very grateful that I have had an opportunity and an organization that has afforded me the opportunity to learn about AI. And I'm glad that I'm in this community of using AI as an approach to life. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Have a great conference.
Thank you, Kathy.